are talking about the college football playoffs and our predictions and why I think Ohio State, as a top seed, has one of the worst offenses I've ever seen as a top seed, as well as the hot seat in the NFL. And who we put on it? Nick Sirianni. This morning for you. He needs to be fired from my Eagles. I'm tired of it. Might sound overreacting because he won the Super Bowl. I'll be wanting him fired during last season because he annoys me at that point, as well as the Power Rankings of the week in the NFL. And I'm joined with two legendary hosts, maybe others. It is the Uniqo Williams, the best in the Midwest, the best on the mic, giving you what you need to hear. Do you hear me? As well as making it make sense. Call him the podcast. It is Monray Hudson, making it all make sense as he judges who are the frauds, who ranked where, all the talk. Enjoy the show. We get to it. And enjoy the rest of this intro.
Uniqo's flow cuts like a knife, twisting rhythms full of life. The storyteller whispers truth in the night. Fraud judge rules with a crooked side.
Closest you're gonna get to flawless, but it's raw, it's lawless. Keep it 99. Oh, so close to the line, yeah. But you'll never hit the shine, yeah. Keep it 99, it's the closest you're gonna get to 100, yeah.
What's up, Alpha? It's your boy Alpha Zelmae, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Y'all heard the intro already. We gotta get into the show. We'll get straight into it, y'all. As I told y'all before, we are joined with the Uniqo Williams and Monray Hudson, as well as the Holly Hudson say whenever he gets back. So I'm looking forward to that, where he will judge what we judge, and it's a whole judging fest. So we're gonna get straight into the show. And first off, we're gonna talk about, of course, the power rankings. We're gonna get, not the power rankings. We're gonna talk about with the college football playoffs, which we discussed, as I told y'all first. We're going to get into it first, and when I get to it, we're going to get to it. But first up, we do have Oregon versus James Madison. So, who do we got, Monray? Oregon versus James Madison.
Man, we ain't got to waste no time with that. Oregon going to win. Next.
I also have Oregon as well. Now we got Uniqo. Oregon, James Madison. Who do we got? Uniqo?
Oregon. I'm trying to make this so this is full screen here, and it's like that's what we're doing right here. So what's the question?
Oregon versus James Madison. Who you got? We're going into the playoff break.
Oregon.
Playoffs. Next up, we got Alabama versus Oklahoma, a rematch.
Now, this is the only one we actually have to think about. The only one.
Oklahoma's healthy, though.
Let Uniqo go first.
One more time, the matchup.
Alabama versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma quarterback is healthy this time.
I'm gonna have to give it to Bama.
He said Bama is going on to play Indiana. Tulane versus Ole Miss, a rematch. That was 45-10 earlier this year. Who do we have? Ole Miss or Tulane?
Ole Miss, yeah, I ain't worried about that. For the other one, I believed in Bama last time, and they didn't do so well. And Oklahoma actually got a healthier quarterback. Oklahoma might win.
We got Oklahoma versus Indiana. And who I picked? I'm going to actually go with Oklahoma, too. So we're moving on to Oklahoma, because I actually think they'll win. Next up, we got I thought both of y'all picked Alabama for some reason. I don't know why. I just went on and didn't even.
I believed them last time. They didn't even get close in the bowl game. So right now, this ain't the same Bama that I believed in. Though the game might be close. If Oklahoma was able to get through with that defense before, and now they have their quarterback is more healthy. It don't spell better for Bama. That they got a harder matchup. But
Next up, we got Tulane, Ole Miss, Uniqo. Monray already said Ole Miss.
Ole Miss versus
Tulane.
Ole Miss.
That's pretty easy. Next up, we got an interesting one. Miami
That's
versus
easy because 1988 Tulane. Lil Wayne said it in a song.
Next up, we got Miami versus Texas A&M.
That's gonna be a good. That's now we're talking because that's what we
my
would have been talking.
apologies. There's two of them that we got to think about.
No, we would have been. Now we're talking though. Like in regards to matchups. Okay, like man, it's James Madison stuff. Okay, I get it. Like, are we talking about the bracket? Let's talk about the bracket. This James Madison stuff and the BYU stuff. All right, let's talk about the real team. And really, that's my conversation here. Is I'm not talking. We don't care about that. Yeah, Notre Dame. Go ahead. You should be in this playoffs. Who you gonna lose to? You know what I'm saying? Let's go there. Let's talk about that. Vanderbilt, which I've looked at their schedule and I've taken a much closer look. And maybe you should have lost. You should not have been in there. But like, let's have that real conversation now. But like, let's get into the real teams. That's what I want to talk to. Who's actually like the top 4 teams in y'all opinions?
I thought we were going through the bracket.
Let's go through the bracket, but I'm saying who's the top 4 teams?
We're gonna get to when we get to the top 4.
They might not be, but that might not be real. But I guess that can be real.
I'm gonna say if you play the game, you win.
That's fair. Actually, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of these people don't get a chance to play each other, so we can just like for instance, Texas Tech. If you look at their strength of schedule, not that good, but they dominate everything they play. So when they get to Oregon, which we talk about in a minute, are they really on that level of Oregon? We'll get to that. I think it's all about play. Plus, I think it's kind of like a good mix of teams. So I think it's a good blend. I don't think no team is outrageously in a spot they shouldn't be in. So I would just personally switch Georgia and Ohio State, but who cares? They're close. They're close. They're gonna play each other either way.
They're indifferent. They're like, so it could be a Ohio State versus IU natty, right? That's how it's set up right now, right off the bracket.
Could be, yeah.
That's the bracket.
Yeah, if they get to the playoff,
I like it.
But you need it
was better when it was Michigan versus Ohio State. But I mean, here we are.
Ain't you from there? Ain't you from the? Uniqo, who you got? Miami versus Texas A&M.
I can't call that one, man. I don't know. I would say Texas A&M because I think that Texas A&M has a better conference than the ACC. Sorry, ACC.
I don't know what Carson Beck you get. Carson Beck used to ACC that he has literally played 2 championship games with Georgia. Mm-hmm. He didn't play in the last one, but he was there. He's been in the SEC for 2 years. He don't want to understand. Malachi Tony is an SEC level talent, elite receiver. But I don't know what Carson Beck we get. And I know Marcel Reese is going to ball no matter what. But Miami defensive line is really strong. Mm-hmm. This one's kind of tough because Miami might have one of the best defensive lines in football.
I'm going to go with Miami. I'm going to go with Miami. I think that, to be fair, I really think these teams are like dang near even. But I'm going to go with Miami because I feel like they have a bit more of a chip on their shoulder just because of Notre Dame, deciding to have all this drama and, giving the impression that Miami don't deserve to be there. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, when you play with a little bit more of a chip on your shoulder, you have more motivation, which may make you get the good Carson back. Just because, I got something to prove. Good defensive line as well. If they get out to the lead, I feel like they'll maintain. So I'm gonna go with Miami in the slight upset, but not really upset. I really feel like they're dang near even.
They're 7-10. Ain't that far. I'm trying to see. Their defensive line ranked number 16 for Texas A&M. Defensive lines give Miami probable or Louisville rank. Louisville defensive line ranking was. They ain't telling me. They don't care about Louisville. But
how did they rank in your eyes?
They didn't really play just an internet, but I'm going Marcel Reese. I trust Marcel Reese over Carson Beck because I don't know what Carson Beck, even though Carson Beck can play amazing and win this game easily, but at the same time, Marcel Reese is way more consistent. Because the 2 games Miami lost, Carson Beck was off and threw like 3 picks.
Yeah.
And And they almost won those games, by the way, against Louisville and SMU. But Carson Beck ended up being god awful for 2 weeks. Then he got
it's basically like Miami has a higher floor, and Texas A&M, you generally know what to expect. I'm just gonna go. I think they might ride solely because Notre Dame decided to put it in the field like we should have been there instead of y'all, even though we lost to y'all. But whatever, I ain't gonna get that.
Shit don't make sense. Marcel Reese, I'm going Marcel Reese, Texas A&M. Joe, Uniqo, you're the tiebreaker.
So what are you asking me?
Who winning, Miami or Texas A&M?
No, I'm going with Texas A&M.
So we got two Texas A&M. So Texas A&M will move on in our bracket. Next up, we got Oregon versus Texas Tech.
Okay, now we got to struggle.
And now I got to go with some allegiance.
Now we got to struggle.
I know who you rock with, and I know who I rock with. Right?
What?
I rock with my conference, Oregon.
I don't. Texas Tech is a whole different guy. I don't know.
But that's my conference, right? And then I feel like Monray, he deals with that conference, and we don't deal with them. SEC, we're not scared of you. We're not scared of y'all.
Texas Tech not an SEC, Joe.
They close to it. They big whatever they was, man. Back when they was with Texas, right?
They was the one. They the Texas school that wasn't invited.
Man, you ain't shit, man.
They are. They're the Texas school that wasn't invited.
That's fair. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
So he got Oregon, Monray.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna go with Texas Tech. Not Texas. I'm gonna go with Oregon. Like I'm not really impressed with Texas Tech. I'm gonna be fair. Like I'm just not like I don't really know if they've been battle tested just because you played BYU twice, like, and that's arguably the best team that y'all played all season. Yeah, they're gonna be at home, but I'm just not impressed with them. Like, I got Oregon. I think they've done better against better teams. I'm rolling with the Oregon. I think the Ducks gonna take it.
Can I ask the panel this? Is BYU so like celebrated because they got so many virgins or what? What are we doing? Are they that good because they follow God? I just want to know. Is BYU really actually that good? Because the requirements to get into BYU is crazy. So are they getting the best of God's athletes or what?
Nobody. BYU more of a basketball school.
But they made it in football this year though.
But they didn't make it because they
didn't make it. They made it to the end and then they lost at the end.
Texas and Brigham Young University, they had to have a whole discussion about man, it's coming down to this. They gave him a chance.
He was not getting this play. Everybody can pretend they was not getting it. If the next team up was Texas, and the next one probably be Vanderbilt. BYU was just a one team. BYU got talked about because they were the one team that complained.
One team that complained, because I know some people in Indiana that really complained about some stuff up there in South Bend, but we'll get to them.
I said beside Notre Dame, they're the other team that complained. Vanderbilt coach said if we would have beat Oklahoma and we had a chance, we would have been in. So we gonna shut up. We ain't gonna complain. So
all right.
So that was out of the three teams that complained, they were the other one, so they got a lot more press. But Vanderbilt probably been in. And Texas, after they made their threats about not playing in it in the game, they kind of got quiet too. So it was just them two complaining. BYU had no shot to get in this tournament. I don't believe they had a chance. They was not going to let BYU in, getting blowed out twice against the only good competition they had. They was not getting in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got Oregon. We got one Texas Tech. We got two Oregon. I'm gonna go with Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech gonna shock the world, but Oregon moves on because 2-1. Next up, we had Alabama. Oh, did we say Alabama or Oklahoma?
I think y'all. I don't know if y'all said Bama. Y'all think y'all said Bama. I said Oklahoma. I think y'all said no. I said Oklahoma.
No, I said Oklahoma too. So Oklahoma versus Indiana. Ooh, Indiana played another blue blood.
I'd like Indiana to win this. Not because of any kind of allegiance. It's only because, all right, bet. Pull up. You beat Ohio State. Pull up. Yeah.
California.
So I'm going with you.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm going with Indiana, and I think it might be pretty handily. Just
I'm
like
not going to
they
say
beat.
handily.
I think it might be handily.
They
Like
got better
Indiana, they've
athletes down there
beaten
in
multiple
Oklahoma. I'm
top
going to say that
competition
right
teams.
now.
I think it might be pretty handily. I think they're gonna get. I think they're gonna get down Oklahoma and go on to Final Four.
Tough game, I say. Tough game.
I said it's a tough
But
game.
shout out to IU if they win it.
I'm going.
Yes.
I'm actually going with Indiana. I'm going with Indiana as well. Next up, we got Ole Miss and Georgia. Another rematch for Ole Miss in which they had a 10-point lead and almost won the game.
Georgia.
I am
Georgia.
biased 100% for Ole Miss. I don't care. Even though they did have the lead, but I'm 100% biased, straight up.
Oh, that was a really good game. I think Chambers got a little nicked up in the fourth quarter as well, so they had a chance to win. I wonder how Ole Miss might be really motivated. But
they're gonna be motivated. So long as they have no hiccups against Tulane, which they shouldn't, they're gonna definitely be motivated this whole tournament.
I'm rooting for Ole Miss, but like watching the game, Georgia got it. But I'm rooting for Ole Miss because man, fuck you, nigga. That's the idea that I'm coming into every single day of practice, every game. Lane Kiffin, you thought LSU was better than us, and actually I like LSU way better than Ole Miss. And like from a historic standpoint, from my family and all that type of stuff. But I love a good revenge tour. I love it.
I'm 100% rooting for Ole Miss too, but I'm going to say Georgia. Even though
logically I say Georgia, but
technically Ole Miss got kind of a home game because that's in New Orleans.
I'm here for the revenge game. I love revenge games.
But I gotta go with Georgia. I don't know how Ole Miss gonna look without Lane Kiffin. I'm rooting for Ole Miss though. I hope Ole Miss. If Ole Miss wins,
was it really Lane Kiffin? Was he really the reason they was winning?
I mean, he has a big part in it, regardless, just because it's his program, his schemes, his crew. A lot of it, he just had a lot to do with. It's hard to. It ain't no way we could say he didn't have most to do with it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm trying to be cool here, but that's fair.
But Ole Miss is a great team. Chambers is a Heisman. Chambers, if he played the first 4-5 game, he would be the Heisman easily. I'm gonna say that right now because if you look at his stats compared to the other 4 Heisman, he's similar stats, and he didn't play in the first 4.5 game. I mean, that's crazy. This man literally had almost the same stats and didn't play in 4 games, I think. Before this, he played 3 or 4. I forgot what game he came in. But
I'm not going to argue that.
So he playing better than all of them. Rushing yards, he got about as many. I don't know if he got as much as Pavea from Vanderbilt, but he up there. And he's an elite talent. And to be quarterback-wise, he probably played the best in the country once he got in. Because he got more 300. I think he got as many 300-yard games as the top one. So I think Chambers.
I'm not going to argue it.
But Georgia, I think Georgia a lot to overcome at this point because Georgia, Kirby Smart is so good, and I don't know about the coach Ole Miss, so I can't, in good faith, pick them.
It's asking a lot of them to lose your head coach right before the playoffs, win the first playoff game, and then beat Georgia. That is asking a lot.
Is that what I'm saying?
Asking a lot. So how much time do they get off? But now let's get real. So how much time do they have off?
They play next Saturday, and then they play January 1st.
But they're off this Saturday.
Yes.
So they got a bye week?
They got a bye week, and then they'll play Tulane, which hopefully they'll beat Tulane, and then they'll have 2 weeks roughly to prepare for Georgia. But in the same vein, Georgia will have 2 weeks to prepare for them.
So what does Georgia have to do to get to that game?
Nothing.
They have a bye week. They sitting there waiting. They're gonna be waiting for
2 weeks, right?
No, they're gonna wait for a month.
They had 4 weeks. By the way, last year,
come on here, y'all better talk about something.
I ain't gonna lie though. When I think about this, the reason it's hard for me to pick because I'm not gonna lie. Last year, every team that had the bye lost in the first round they played.
Yeah, but like we already admitted that every team that had the bye shouldn't have had a bye, and that's why they redid it. So there's a reason why they lost. They weren't the right teams that deserved the bye.
But even the top
can
team,
give you- I
the
can
top
give
two
you that.
teams will still had a bye and they lost because 4 weeks off is a long time to not play football.
That is another thing that's important. Like, Ole Miss could steal this if they come and, quote unquote, punch Georgia in the mouth. Just because if you have a month off, it is a chance that you might just be rusty, which is just stuff that happens because you're just not playing an active game after having a pretty grueling college season. And then all of a sudden you just do nothing for a month. You go through Christmas, you go through New Year's.
All the hoes, whatever happened.
I'm gonna say this.
No, what
If Alabama,
during your Thanksgiving break, during your Christmas break, hey, you done got with that girl and then she done did you bad. Now how you thinking? And you a kid. I just think that's too much time.
If you're in the conference championship game right now, they loyal at that point. But I'm gonna say this: if Alabama beats Oklahoma and gets in a rhythm, I think Alabama time enough to beat Indiana on a 4-week break. But
Alabama's in rhythm right now, but they suck.
no, they are not in rhythm. They've been off since Ty Simpson been off for like the last 4 weeks. But
Agreed.
if he get back, now if Ty get back to what he was before the 4 weeks when they were beating Oklahoma now, he get back to that time.
Yeah.
Oh, they can run the table.
Agreed.
That's the scary thing about Alabama. If Ty get, because them weapons they got receivers, them 3 receivers. If Ryan Williams catch the ball, he's unstoppable. He got to catch it first, and the other 2 just unstoppable. It just Ty just
No, I don't like that strategy. Like that strategy.
But Ty been off for the last 4 weeks. But if he get it back, but that's if. But I don't know if he gonna get it back because that's why I picked Oklahoma. But I'm just wondering if he do, I wouldn't be shocked how far Alabama get if Ty's high.
I'm gonna be shocked if Alabama does anything, man. They're really not that good, man.
If Ty on, they are really good. They quarterback the only reason they got blew out last week because he was god off. But
I just don't believe. I don't believe Alabama run. I don't believe they run the table like that. I'm just not of that mindset they're gonna run the table.
I'm not feeling that either. It's just not. It don't feel right for them.
It's a mid-season for him, not what he was at the end of the season. By the way, the reason I pick Oklahoma because I have no reason to believe he's gonna get back to mid-season form. I'm just saying if he gets back in that form.
When it comes to Alabama, for me, it's like I really be feeling like they about to win that shit, but I be going against them type shit. Like, right? That's this Alabama team doesn't make me feel like, oh man, we just gotta beat them. I feel like this is the
Nick Saban ain't there. That's a big thing. Nick Saban made you feel like it.
No. Nick Saban ain't did nothing because all he did was he knew how to beat the system. He knew how to pay them players. Let's talk about that. Let's get into it. If you want to get into it, let's get into it.
All big team pay players. What you mean?
No. But Nick
Saban
knew how to do it right.
Ohio State didn't get it.
No, Ohio State, we never did that. We don't cheat.
Stop that.
Yeah.
How we
Oh
cheat?
my God.
We got
The bias
Terrell
is
Pryor.
crazy.
We got Terrell Pryor.
The bias is crazy.
We got Terrell Pryor.
The bias is crazy.
We got
The bias is crazy. The bias is crazy. The bias is crazy.
It's 2 ex-quarterbacks right now.
We got Terrell Pryor. We got Cardell Jones. We got
The
Cardell
bias is
Jones.
crazy.
What we cheated? We cheated to get Cardell Jones.
No, it wasn't cheating at the time. It's just the bias.
No. We cheated to get Cardell Jones.
Ryan Shazier is my cousin's father. Just know. That's all I'm using.
Your cousin's father. Ain't no way your Mississippi ass got a last name attributed to Shazier. You got me. Don't do this like that.
No, that's not. No, my cousin Pooh. That's his. That's the little boy that was on stage. That's her son. That with him when he was walking on the NFL draft. That's her son. So he's my little cousin Shazier, my cousin. But
all the black quarterbacks in Ohio State.
Terrell Pryor randomly cuts my uncle's grave.
Troy Smith.
He lives in Columbus. He lives right down the road from the stadium.
Justin Fields.
He is Ohio State.
Justin Fields. C.J. Stroud.
He is a Ohio State love, and I'm telling you right now, don't think Ohio State didn't. I'm just saying. Some of them boys from the South too, they ain't going up there and cold for no money.
They came up there. Do you remember a guy named?
Ain't no black man from the South going up north without something in their pocket.
I saw Sonoris Moss, not Sonoris, but one of the Mosses came up there.
He had some money in his pocket. I'm telling you, you ain't coming out with
Yeah,
no
we
money.
did that, but they didn't do it to the extent that Alabama does it.
How can you prove it?
Then how can you prove it?
That's the point.
You're betting against me. I'm just attacking you about what
they
you're
all put
attacking me
money
about.
into the pocket. We just can't just say one team did it.
Okay, go. Moving on. Okay, got it.
Next up, my upset, because I think they have the worst offense out of any top tier team, besides maybe Texas Tech. It's Ohio State. I'm sorry, that quarterback is not it. They got two.
Say again, Junior. By the way, shout out.
They got two of the best receivers in the country, and their offense always look pedestrian against a good team. They always look pedestrian.
You talking about Ohio State?
Yes. Oh, they have two of the best receivers. By the way, one from the South, one from Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
That boy Jeremiah from Louisiana now.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't going up there with no. He got to get bag in his pocket. By the way,
we got a bad coach.
By the way, also shout out to Ohio State. It's all love. I saw y'all for my cousin at $5 million. I saw it.
We got a bad coach.
So I'm picking Texas A&M for this. I think this is my upset.
We win in spite of Coach Ryan Day. But go ahead. I'm
picking Texas
A&M. I told y'all where I'm at. Go ahead, Monray.
I don't think so. I got a lot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and it's not because I don't think they can get upset. I just don't see Texas, because I picked Miami because I felt as though Miami was go fare better against better teams. If it was Miami in this spot, I may agree with Zelmae. I had to think about it. But Texas A&M, no. I just said I wasn't impressed with them and their schedule or anything. And I'm dang sure not going to pick up against the other team over here that I said from the beginning I wasn't impressed with their resume either. So, no, I'm going to pick Ohio State because, higher ranking. They at least put up a good, solid fight against Indiana, even though I figured Indiana was going to win. So, I was like, I'm
you
not
make me
picking
so
a Texas
mad
A&M
when
thing.
you say stuff like this. You know that? When you say stuff like, well, they put up a fight against Ohio. What are you? Ohio State put up a fight against IU. We're a much better team.
And they were able to make the game close and keep it close through the fourth quarter, which means that team in some ballpark was able to keep up with you.
I got a bad coach.
Just keep up with they won.
I got a bad coach.
They did what it is. Like, they were able to keep up with
it. I got a bad coach.
By the way, if y'all don't know, Uniqo is picking Ohio State because he's a homer. Ohio State homer. My uncle swear I pick against Ohio State every year, and I kind of do.
You do.
So he's gonna call me, and during this playoff run, because he always call me during the playoff. Hey nephew, up that stadium, you hear that noise from the band? That's what he do every time. Because he right up the road from the campus. So he's like, you hear that noise? He Ohio State. He got all this Ohio State on just sitting there. All them Ohio State players be over there yelling. I don't care. Let them go on. But I got to take them. But they picked Ohio State. Let's see, right. They picked. Y'all picked Oregon to beat Texas Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Oregon versus Indiana. I get a rematch. And a good game, by the way. That was a close game.
Well, I think that was the 30-20 game.
Yeah.
It was close.
Indiana scored at the end.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't really have a reason to pick Oregon to shoot through again. I don't really have a reason to pick them to be able to beat Indiana the second time around. I'm going Indiana again. I feel like Indiana will be at home. They'll be rolling because they will.
Where's the bowl game at?
It's in Atlanta. Shoot for Peach Bowl?
It's the Rose Bowl. No. This is gonna be the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
This will be in Georgia. This will be in Atlanta.
It's Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta.
You trying to say IU?
AT. Okay, no. I'm thinking one round earlier. My bad. So
the Rose Bowl.
What's the home game gonna be?
I still don't have a reason to pick Oregon over IU. I still don't. I just don't have a reason to pick them. I think they'll do good. They'll get their upset over Texas Tech.
I'm with you.
And that'll probably be the end of it. Like I feel like that'll just be the end, and IU is just gonna go to the finals. I don't really have a reason to pick against them right now.
I think it'll be Ohio State versus IU. Natty.
So we already got that pick. So you picked IU. Next up, Georgia, Ohio State. I got Georgia. If we gonna do it,
I got Georgia. I do not feel like it's gonna be that run back. I got Georgia.
I got Ohio State.
Georgia too.
I got Ohio State.
I said from the start, I was not impressed with Ohio State's resume. I wasn't impressed with Ohio State playing against a top team. Georgia's right here.
Good, bro. You got 2 elite receivers, and y'all not good.
Like Georgia's right there. I'm not gonna pick this.
Ohio State defense is amazing.
Game?
I love Ohio State defense.
Raise your hand if you only lost one game.
Georgia only lost 1 game.
I see you got both your hands, but they'd be like this right now.
You keep saying we don't. Y'all,
no,
listen,
no, don't do
y'all
this.
play Indiana and y'all play Texas, and Indiana beat you.
Okay.
Again, because your offense couldn't score.
But it's going to
y'all couldn't block Indiana's defensive line, and I'm telling you right now, Georgia defensive line got way more NFL players on. I'm telling you
you're
right
saying
now.
It's going to be Georgia versus
Eagles, by the way.
So what you're saying today is it's going to be Georgia versus IU.
Yes,
That's
and
right.
Georgia. I'm saying this: Georgia winning by 14 or more over Ohio State.
Okay, now he be disrespectful.
Now let me take.
So I ain't worried about it. Even if it's 21, I think that's enough. 21 would be the 14 for me. All Georgia got to do. Listen, Ohio State defense is amazing. No disrespect their defense at all. Amazing.
I'm gonna say
Championship level defense. That offense is not.
And I'm gonna say no disrespect when I say this. Okay, bitch.
Yo, y'all look here. He gonna come in like the coach suck. The offense is not.
Don't worry, bitch.
No, I'm not doing that. Yo.
I'm leaving it at that. I'm leaving it at that. That's the last B word.
Y'all play Texas. Monray. What was the score when they played Texas?
That's the last B word I'm gonna say.
Was that the 10-7 game?
Yeah. Why? Because when they play good team, the offense can't score.
I lost one time. I lost one time.
Georgia did too.
I take that lie back. One more. All right, bitch. Okay.
And Georgia did too. And by the way, Georgia lost to Alabama when I told you Ty Simpson was on fire.
Okay. Y'all lost 3 games this year, but okay, go ahead. Go off. Go off.
Alabama? I don't care about
Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. They lost 3 games this year.
Yeah, they did. I don't think they should have been in the playoffs. That ain't my problem. I'm just saying if they get hot, they dangerous. That's the only thing I'm worried about Alabama.
Okay.
That's an uber talented team. It just I don't know what's right there.
I'll see you first of the year. Don't worry about it.
But we got Georgia versus Indiana. I'm picking Georgia.
I have no horse in this race because you got a panel of liars. 2 out of the 3 people on this panel are liars. But go ahead.
What did I lie about?
This outcome. Because if Ohio State's not there, then what are you talking about?
I mean, it's not a lie because I ain't saying that it's absolute. This is just a prediction.
Hypothetical situation right now.
Yeah, so it's not a lie. It's just a hypothetical.
Last week, and I should have went with Monray with Indiana, and I didn't. Now I lost. I look crazy.
Well, and that ought to be legal.
I know what Georgia. I can't go with you no more.
That ought to let y'all know what's going on.
Bad path, man.
Now that ought to let you know what's going on with the rest of the season. Go ahead, keep on going against my
Buckeyes. Uniqo.
Go ahead.
I was on the straight and narrow, and then I went with you weird away.
So in this multiverse, who's the last 2? Who's the last 2?
Georgia and Indiana.
Indiana. I'm going with Indiana.
I got Georgia.
All right, motherfucker.
Georgia, I think, is the only team that legitimately I would pick against Indiana if I had to. But I do think if Indiana is rolling, they beat Ohio State before they came into the playoffs, and if they beat Oregon in the playoffs, I think they're just gonna have the momentum and the proof needed to be able to withstand Georgia. Georgia gonna give them a heck of a run for their money. But I do think if they can get through them, they already got through one. They get through Oregon or Texas Tech, whichever one. I feel like they'll be able to handle Georgia. It's gonna be a doozy. It'll be a heck of a doozy. Mm-hmm. But I think they'll be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna say this, and I really do think this is gonna be a great playoffs.
Oh man, fuck you! No, you didn't say that. You chose. You chose. Pick your side.
I didn't pick Ohio State.
Pick your side then. Pick
I
your
didn't pick.
side.
I picked Ohio State to lose in the quarterfinals, so you knew I was gonna pick them to lose in the semifinal.
Okay.
So I don't.
All
So
right.
yeah. So
Okay,
yeah.
there it is.
So,
There
but
it
my
is.
uncle always does say, my uncle always like, you, why you, nephew, you always pick against Ohio State. It's kind of a habit now. I got to. He gonna have all
Niggas
his
get new hats and they be like, cool. I like niggas, they got the
you
good
led me down the
designer
wrong
hats and
path.
they be
I
like,
had to lose my bucket hats because you led me to say Ohio State gonna beat Indiana. I went down this path. Now I'm beanie man, not bucket hat man no more.
wow. See, I didn't even have that joke yet.
That is
You
crazy.
did. Now I know what to say on Saturday.
So
Beanie Man.
So next up, we going to a new segment. This is the NFL hot seat, and this time I'll start off with mine. Who are the hot seats? We got Zelmae hot seat team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yo, listen, I know y'all won. I know y'all in the conference, but right now the fan base is hot on y'all tail. They tired of them first round exits. They are tired of them first round exits. I'm telling you,
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Like this, the same situation
Enough
another man went through with the Bengals. Y'all remember for a decade, the Bengals went out in the first round every year. They fired him, got Joe Burrow, went to Super Bowl, and then they ain't made the playoffs. And they make the playoffs, they don't. They make the playoffs, don't. People rather have that than just go to the first round, win 10 games every year, just enough to get in and
So
lose the first
may
round.
I ask you a question real quick with the criteria? So is it like, as of today, we're not going to bring up the past. Is it today who's on the hot seat?
Yes,
like,
that's why
the season?
Yes, because they tired
The
of me.
season is good, right?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They are tired.
Okay.
I'm right now.
Hey, we're keeping track of this. Let's go. I like it.
Now, player on the hot seat, Lamar Jackson. Why did I say Lamar Jackson? Why did I say Lamar Jackson? Not because he's not a great player, but I'm feeling a little bit of tension and people putting him in that top category now. They kind of separating Josh Allen, Mahomes, and even Herbert now over Lamar.
Oh, who's talking Herbert? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm ESPN, but because he got a broke hand and he won a game and people excited about it. that's what. Oh my God, he's still on with a broke hand. People going crazy. They starting to do that, and now I'm seeing him kind of be like, Lamar is what he is. That's what I'm starting to see. So my guy, the hot seat ain't that you not starting. It's not that you're a great player. It is starting to be like, okay, he just moving out of tier 1 to tier 2.
I can't argue that, Zelmae. I think that's a very good, valid point. You're absolutely right. I like that.
People starting to argue. Nobody's saying his name as best quarterback no more. They'll mention Mahomes for accolades. They mention Barrow because of moxie or whatever. They'll mention Josh Allen because of dual threat and all that. And of course, Nick Sirianni. I'm tired of you. I've been wanting. You've been on a hot seat for me for years, but now it's public hot seat. Everybody knows you on a hot seat now. Everybody know you on a hot seat now. It ain't just me. I've been wanting you on a hot seat since you spit on Zach Ertz, and I'm like, get this man out of my team. Don't you ever spit a man like that. Listen, he came out here and he keep going for it on fourth down. He called the most. He let this man call the worst play calls that ever was, and he just keep letting him call them. I might take him out. You sit there and let AJ Brown cry until we 2-5 when he get 100 yards. In a weird way, you don't run zone read offense. You run zone read offense. You don't run it. I mean, I'm like, listen, I love Lamar just like Jalen Hurts, but y'all, I know everybody be like, I want my quarterback. You need quarterback. What that white woman say? I want my quarterbacks to be quarterbacky, not running. No, your skill is you can run the ball. By the way, every drive he had a design run we scored on. I want people to know that. Every drive, Jalen Hurts had a design run we scored on. Matter of fact, he had a design run, I think, 3 plays before Saquon broke. Because they finally started looking at him so Saquon can have space to break. Because everybody on defense just sprint to Saquon Barkley. Nick Sirianni, you are on the hot seat. And Eagles fans know. The city, I feel in the city. I follow all the Eagles fan pages in the 76. They all saying the city boo you every time you come on the field. That's all you need to know. I don't care about your
Not
Super Bowl.
against none of the picks. The only one that I may have a little slight hesitation on is Lamar. I understand the pressure, but I'm also either expecting or thinking that it'll get released later in the season, after the season and playoffs, whatever, that Lamar was still dealing with quote unquote something injury throughout and was playing the whole time, and they just never said anything about it because they didn't want to worry people or anything of that nature when he came back too early. Something along them lines I'm expecting, because otherwise there's really no defense for how bad Lamar has been playing. So if they don't say no injury or nothing, then I'm 100% with this take. Otherwise, the other two people make sense.
Next up, let's go with Monray.
See, he likes mine. I know he likes mine. That's why he said something about it. So the team is the Eagles. I was struggling so bad to pick this and the Buffalo Bills for a different reason. But look, the Eagles, the writing is on the wall. They are the champions. They look horrendous. They've basically regressed for the last month or 5 weeks. They've regressed offensively. Their defense was really, really good, and it was still good last night. But now it's more spotty, and they can't just depend on the defense to win them games when the offense is playing this bad. So they've regressed. The entire team is in shambles, whether people want to blame the running back, the offensive line, the offensive coordinator, the head coach, the quarterback, the wide receiver, the whole 9 yards. Everybody want to blame something on the team, which means the team is falling apart. And mind you, they are the current reigning Super Bowl champions from last year. There's pressure on them not only to actually turn it around, but there's even whispers. Now, they're not realistically, because, it'll be really, really hard. But there's whispers that the funk is back and that it could lose multiple more games and actually give the Cowboys a chance to actually win their division, which would be pure insanity. But those whispers are here because the Eagles have lost their last 3 games and have looked horrendous. So therefore, they have pressure to turn it around. They're definitely on the hot seat. There's a lot of players that can be on the hot seat. I chose Josh Allen because, shout out to First Things First, they, I believe, made a really good point that really made me think about this. So, if the playoffs were to start today and going forward, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson, and no Patrick Mahomes in those playoffs at all. And it's a very real possibility none of those 3 may be in there, which means the best quarterback by far, expected at least, if you want to argue Drake May or whatever for this season, whatever. But the best quarterback overall by far, by most people's statistics or estimations, is going to be Josh Allen in the playoffs, which means the Bills would possibly be the most dangerous team in the playoffs. And you would probably favor them more times than not over pretty much all the teams that will be in the playoffs. So if there was ever a year for Josh Allen to get to the promised land, it would be this year, because there's no Lamar, no Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes to stop him this time. And so therefore, it gives immense pressure to get to where he couldn't, because there is no Kansas City Chief blockade, at least currently, in the playoff picture. That is immense pressure. And we clearly saw from his last game that he has the ability to do so. So he has pressure to get to the promised land. And as well as you get this little icing on the cake, they play the Patriots, that team that's ahead of them by 2 games, this coming Sunday in New England, where, because the first game in Buffalo, they dropped by 3 points. He has a chance to not only beat that team and get within a game of them, at least make it interesting for the last month of the season, and he got the playoffs after that. Man got pressure, because if there's ever a year to do it, this is the year. Even if Patrick Mahomes gets there, you've already beaten them. Even if Lamar get there, you already beat him. Even if Burrow wants to make some miracle thing, you've already beaten him. He's beaten all 3 of them this season. There was ever a time, this is the year. Even though I don't think the team necessarily is the best team to be able to do it, you are the quarterback that can get them over the hump. So therefore, you got pressure. And then the last one, look, I'm going to say it multiple times, it's John Harbaugh. Like, I think he out. I ain't going to hold you. I think he out. I think they're just going to have to, somebody got to take the blame for this year going the way that it has, whether it was not Lamar getting injured, but the way the team looked for like the first half of the season before they was able to turn it around defense-wise, how the offense looks now, how they've looked mismanaged across the board in multiple areas, how they haven't been able to have a successful 4 quarters of football where they actually look good, whether they dropped multiple double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, whether they dropped the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers with Aaron Rodgers looking like the old Aaron Rodgers, even throwing on one hand, whether Lamar ain't look like himself, whether the run game ain't popped off, whether the wide receivers look like they don't know what they're doing again. Somebody got to take the blame. And Harbaugh, you have been there way too long to be able to escape if y'all don't make the playoffs. And the only way they're making the playoffs is by winning their division. If they don't win their division, that's going to be a new low for the Ravens for the first time since they've gotten Lamar. So, and if I remember correctly, I may be wrong on this, there were whispers of Harbaugh possibly getting fired or, leaving or having a mutual parting of the team before Lamar popped off for that first MVP. There were whispers about, maybe he's had his time there. And then Lamar and the greatness that he has in his ability was able to extend it. But now we're getting to the point where they're at a new low. I'm just saying, regime changes, he may be there. I got Harbaugh. That's me.
I knew what he said. At first, I was confused when he wrote that down.
So much misplaced blame is going on in that soliloquy that went there. But go ahead.
At first, I didn't understand why Josh Allen was in there, but then I get it because he said Patrick Mahomes gone, so now it's yours. It's yours now, and I'm like, because to be fair, the person that beat him in the playoffs every year is Patrick Mahomes. So he's not going to be there this time. So now it's your lead. You the best quarterback.
Yeah.
Stop. The Chiefs had so many.
Stop, man. Stop it. That's not it. Okay. No. Do I rebuttal this? Or do I just go on to
rebuttal for this? I want to see a rebuttal.
I do have a rebuttal for this. Like, dude, he doesn't have his quarterback for multiple games, a significant amount of games. I'm talking about John Harbaugh.
Yes, you don't have your quarterback. That don't mean your team gives up 30 per game. This
year does not count.
Were they or were they not in first place in their division last week before they played the Pittsburgh Steelers?
He made it happen without the MVP.
Yes. So therefore, you have no excuse if you lose going forward.
Well, we do that for Andy Reid, though. Andy Reid has had Mahomes.
My reason for saying that, my reason for saying that, if you have your quarterback now, you went on a 4-5-game win streak, and you were in first place, then you don't have that excuse anymore because you're there. You're where you were supposed to be. And so going forward, if you lose and you look ugly losing like they are now, we will hold you accountable. Just like when Lamar was out. Lamar was out, true enough. Lamar don't play defense. So your defense giving up 30 a game is horrid to put you in an even worse hole. So, yes, there's more to coaching than just your quarterback. But mind you, you are now 1 game back, really 2 games back, but you play the Steelers later on in the season. You got 4 games left. If this offense don't look anywhere close to what it's supposed to, and Lamar's not hurt or something, and they lose against Steelers in Week 18, Harbaugh gonna have to have a meeting with the owner because he's gonna be like, bro, what happened this season?
No, actually, it would be if I'm a great coach, I'm gonna say, Huntley, take us. Lamar, get better. Because you don't look like what I'm expecting to see. If I'm the coach, I'm coaching this shit. If you're in customer service, if you're in if you're a great server or something in I don't know, just any of those type of things. My best player, if they're not 100%, and that's what I rely on, and we're not producing, let me go back to Huntley. Huntley made us win. Right? Is it Huntley, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Last
Huntley
year?
made them win.
Lamar Jackson's backup.
No, they lost pretty much all those games when Huntley was in.
Well,
How are they
with them no more, dude. He played with like Miami.
How are they this close? How are they this close to winning the division?
So when Lamar came back, the week before Lamar came back, their defense started to turn around. Then when Lamar came back, he helped to energize them to win some big ugly games. Because they weren't good. They weren't good wins, but they all won all the games.
But who was the quarterback?
Lamar.
So they didn't. So they lost all the games when Lamar was
They were
gone.
1-5 when Lamar.
Yeah, basically all of them.
Not basically. Tell me what they won and what they lost.
1-5.
1-5.
Lamar came back.
So no, Lamar has not been back for 4 games.
He's been back for 5.
Yeah.
And so they good now?
They're 4-1.
No, they're not good. They lost on Sunday. And the offense has not looked good since Lamar's been back. Yeah, to be fair, it hadn't looked good the whole time anyway. But
so he has this MVP. So the MVP player is back, right?
Yep.
They're winning since he's been back?
Until Sunday, yeah.
So I agree. I agree.
Next up, you speaking of Uniqo Williams hot seat.
Yeah. So as far as teams, no, see, you did it wrong. I gave it to you to right.
You just said all like teams. You said Ravens and still Browns.
You told me how you wanted me to do it, right?
I said
okay. Okay, I'll do it like this. So team hot seat is Ravens and Steelers because they work together. They are a tandem. They work together, bro. I swear to God they do, bro. The Ravens and the Steelers work together. As long as we're at the top, they can't. As long as we competing against each other, they won't fire neither one of us. That's what I feel like. Okay.
Ain't this 37th time we played each other yesterday?
Boy, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like the loser of that. I feel like the loser of that division race is gonna lose their job.
They do it every year.
No, I feel like they're gonna lose their job.
They do it every year, though, right?
It's not necessarily the same. Like the Ravens have never had an issue of
every year, right?
No, Harbaugh has never like the last 4 years since Lamar's been there. Harbaugh has never been. The Steelers has been the last 2 years. Harbaugh's never really been on a hot seat since Lamar's been there.
Since when?
When Lamar popped out for his first MVP, wasn't nobody talking about Harbaugh losing his job?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Child, please, my words I just said. When Lamar popped off for his first MVP, wasn't nobody talking about getting rid of Harbaugh. The only time people even remotely thought
Harbaugh need to go.
No, I just said that now. The only time Harbaugh's name started to get even rumblings was when they lost in the AFC Championship game. Was it last year? Last year, when they lost that game, 17 to 10.
That he was supposed to lose it. He was on the hot seat before then, cuz.
No, he wasn't. Like when Lamar was winning MVPs, why was he on the hot seat?
Harbaugh's job is safe.
No, now no. You said he has always been there.
In the last 3 years.
The last 3 years? Half of that time.
In the last 3 years. You can give him one season if you want to. In the last 3 years, he's not been like, nah, you ain't the guy.
3 years? No. The last year or 2, yes.
This guy's been in the MVP conversation for the last 5 years. What are you saying, Monray?
Like I said, the only time Harbaugh's name started to get rumblings of you might not be the guy was in the playoffs when they lost to the Chiefs. That's when the rumbling started. And that was, I think, last year. Prior to that, wasn't nobody talking about Harbaugh going nowhere because they were winning in the MVP
just
conversation.
Like his brother was, and that's why he's not with the 49ers nation right now. What are you saying?
Who in the 49ers nation? Wait, I'm lost.
His brother.
Oh, Jim left the league and came back.
I'm not. I don't want you to go on all into that. What I'm saying is this: there's no way, dude. Harbaugh has been on the hot seat every year.
No, not. What are you talking about?
Zelmae, if you want to interject or if you want me to keep on giving facts, it's whatever you want me to do. But do you want to give facts? Was Harbaugh not on the hot seat in these last few years that Lamar Jackson was a MVP candidate. Was he not on the hot seat still?
2023, he went 13-4.
I think that like the year. I think that's the year that
we're
they
talking
lost
about
to the Chiefs.
playoffs and the decisions that he makes. These people did not want him to be
And that started when they lost the AFC Championship game to Kansas City. That was only in the last 2 years. That's what I'm saying. It was recent.
Last year they went 12-5.
I mean, the last 5 years. Can we do that? Can you pull that up? The last 5 years of the Ravens. They were expected to win the AFC, and they came against either it was Josh Allen or pull it up. Just pull it up.
Bruh, okay. 2024,
Okay,
this past playoffs, they lost to Buffalo.
Let's go 4 years. Can we go 4 years?
I'm giving you the years. Last
4
year,
years.
they lost to Buffalo and that when Mark Andrews dropped the pass or whatever. That's 1 year. He was on the hot seat already by that point because people starting to think that he wasn't the voice. It was like then the year before that, the year before in the playoffs, they lost to Kansas City. That 17-10 game that's when the rumbling started. That okay, you really may not be the guy. That's when it started. Prior to that, nobody was really expecting the Ravens to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and go through that.
They looked at him to be the MVP.
How? And Mahomes won the Super Bowl.
He had MVP.
Mahomes won the Super Bowl. How are you going to expect them to win?
In the playoffs, nobody expecting none of these teams to beat Mahomes.
No, like Mahomes won the Super Bowl. Why nobody expecting the Ravens to win 2 years ago?
These niggas celebrating.
I would say anybody that thinks that Lamar Jackson is a good enough quarterback can beat him.
Nobody thought that because Mahomes won.
Who's the top 3 AFC quarterbacks right now?
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
Shout out to Daniel Jones. But what I'm saying to you is this. Okay, but he beat them, right?
No.
Mahomes. I'm talking about Mahomes. Mahomes put these boys down.
Yeah, Mahomes beat all of them.
All of them. That's their problem. Yeah. That's why they celebrate.
So who's the real one?
That's why he put that shit on his list.
Who's the one? Who is the one that is the most close?
Josh Allen.
Patrick Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Lamar Jackson?
No, it's Josh Allen.
Y'all some liars. That's some bullshit. Y'all some liars.
I put Lamar Jackson in top tier 2 on my hot seat. So
he's hurt this year, but when you think about, I understand.
Listen, he had amazing years, by the way. I said he should have won MVP last year.
I understand. What have you done for me lately? But we all know that Lamar Jackson going up into those playoffs, those playoff games, he lost those games going in there like he really was that guy. We thought it was going to be Lamar
that guy,
Jackson, right?
Except when it came to Patrick Mahomes. Because mind you, when you say
that.
I can tell you why I say that. We say, what have you done for me lately? Lamar Jackson has not beaten Patrick Mahomes in the regular season or playoffs in 4 years. In 4 years.
Okay. I'm only
in 4 years.
This. So what I want to say about Lamar Jackson is this. The problem with him is this. Is that, man, he looked really bad in the games where it mattered. But he looked
those were playoff games.
But he looked really good before that shit, though, right?
Yeah, except when he played Patrick Mahomes. He has not beaten Patrick Mahomes in 4 years.
Mahomes doesn't do interceptions and fumbles.
No, but if Lamar is throwing interceptions and fumbles, then that doesn't work.
He was really great. Lamar Jackson is probably better than Patrick Mahomes, honestly.
But he's not.
Before I would take Patrick Mahomes.
You're insane. Because Patrick Mahomes is a multiple-time Super Bowl champion. He rises to the occasion in all his playoff games and has beaten Lamar Jackson for 4 years straight.
With his team?
To be fair, Patrick Mahomes is consistent. Had a way worse offensive line than the Ravens. Consistent.
No,
but I don't understand this argument. Lamar has not beaten that team in 4 years.
Patrick Mahomes in the last 3 years is probably the second most hit quarterback in the league.
Y'all don't understand football, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all, man, when I be talking to y'all, bro. There's a difference.
This is the difference, but this is the problem. You said which quarterback was even closer. I have Josh Allen, who the last 3 years has beaten Patrick Mahomes in the regular season and gotten close to beating Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs in multiple playoff games and has gotten farther, or at least as far as Lamar Jackson. And I got Lamar Jackson, who has not beaten Patrick Mahomes in the regular season or playoffs in 4 years, and has arguably gotten worse in his performances in the playoffs as the years go on. And you ask me which one is closer? It's not close. Josh Allen's easily closer. Like, there's no argument there for me. Like, there's no proof. There's no proof of it.
From the eye test.
The eye test of one, I've gotten close to beating somebody, and the other one I haven't gotten close.
Bad. LJ looks bad. He looks bad in these losses.
Yeah, this year he's looked bad. The other years he had MVP caliber years.
He always looks bad in the playoffs. Period.
Oh yeah, in playoffs. Yeah, but what does that say? That just means that he don't look much.
Stupid ass fumbles, bad mistakes, and then there's been drops. That came from the tight end. But whatever. At the end of the day, there was like fumbles before that. He put himself. Lamar Jackson, I would trust him a little bit more. I'm just
how you just said that Lamar looks worse in the playoffs in big games against big quarterbacks, and you just said how are you gonna take him better than the quarterbacks you don't?
I don't never look bad when he play Patrick Mahomes.
I have to ride with that. I think that
no, you don't. You don't have to ride with it. You do not. You do not.
You have to know what's going. If he has a bad game in his biggest games. Okay, that's another like scope, bro.
Then why would you ride with them? Is my question.
I know he can.
But he hasn't. Lamar's been in the league for
I've seen you play football
5-6 years.
I've seen you play football
with Joe, but that's why he's on my hot seat because I know you can.
I've seen you play football before. I know you can play the fucking game of football.
Yeah, right? Everybody can play. You can play football.
No, it's not. Anybody can play that, and that's what people.
No. I said, yeah, he can play. Anybody in the NFL can play football. He can play football. Lamar can ball. In the playoffs, he has struggled, and that's what he's known for.
His worst standings is right there, but I know that he can make the plays.
I have yet to see them.
Let me go on about my business then. Can I talk about Jalen Hurts?
Oh yeah, go ahead now.
I'm sorry.
Zell can defend that one. I'm good.
Super Bowl MVP, by the way.
Go sit and don't give up. I'm not done arguing with you yet. I'm not done with you. Don't put your neck all the way to the sky. I ain't done with you. What I'm trying to say is this. Now we'll get off the team. The coaches is my problem. And that's what we're arguing about. Now, when it comes to players, yeah, Jalen Hurts, man, you got to make it happen, man. If I'm Joe Jones, Uniqo Williams, I'm playing as the quarterback, I've done that. And as their point guard, I've done that. I know how to get my team going and how to get my team involved. I got these guys. How am I not the top quarterback in the league? And why am I losing so badly? Why am I not putting up good numbers as a quarterback when I got these guys? So go ahead. I'm going to leave that to y'all. Period. I'm going to leave it to y'all. What y'all got to say about that? That's my last argument, because what are you saying? Because what if you got Joe Jones on the right side and Joe Jones on the left side and Joe Jones throwing you the ball, man, you're going to do a damn good job and you're going to score a whole bunch of points, man. So what are y'all doing, Jalen? What are you doing? Defend that.
I just want my coat fired.
Huh?
I just want the coat fired. That's all I want. Can we get Nick Sirianni?
Defend Jalen Hurts.
He was good with Kellen.
Is he good?
He was good with Kellen Moore. He won the Super Bowl MVP. And now he got a coach that runs the most basic plays. And nobody get open because all they do is run drags and fades. I don't know what's wrong with our route tree, bro.
No, tell me. So
I already did my rant on the Eagles. Listen, Nick Sirianni caught all the heat. Monray, you got something to say? Listen, I gave it all on Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, I want to know. That's my only argument with this whole thing is, honestly, where's Jalen Hurts at? That's the player that's on the hot seat. Because if I got some bad dogs beside me, if I got Joe Jones beside me, if I got Uniqo Williams on the other side, man, we're gonna score. So why are you doing so bad?
I can see him. I'm not mad at him being, on a hot seat list of you have most pressure. There is pressure on him just for how bad the offense is doing. It's arguments for other people, but I'm not mad at him being on that list. I think it's a combination of him, lack of offensive line, lack of offensive coordinator, and head coach. I think all of them could take and Saquon, because even if the line is bad, Saquon doesn't necessarily look as good as it. But either way, a combination of all them things makes, shoot, the wide receiver only because AJ Brown been tripping. So it's a combination of all of those. They all just look bad. I'm not mad at Jalen Hurts being there. I'm not mad at it.
I do want to talk about this. The one accurate throw I get from this nigga, you drop it. This nigga finally threw an accurate pass in the end zone, and you drop it. This nigga.
Why you have to pray for you to throw accurate?
That nigga threw it right here for the first time tonight. It's right there.
They pray for you to have your one accurate pass.
Right here.
Why you didn't have more than that?
And it hit your hands. We win the game. You win the game. And now you know you got Stefanski. Ain't you been wanting to get rid of him? Joe, ain't you been wanting to get rid of Stefanski?
Yeah, man, get this nigga out of here, man. What the fuck are we doing? This dude is a trash ass coach. If he's not, I don't want a coach that's not opportunistic, right? Kevin Stefanski has the opportunity to push this man up, and he's doing well, by the way. Shedeur Sanders. Why would you not? Like, why would you, like, dude, how am I going to keep on making the millions that I make? Something's working. I got to keep on rolling with that. But it's too late, bro. It's too late, Kevin. It's too late. Am I wrong about that? You can't. I'm riding with this guy that we picked in this year's draft in the 5th round. Oh, he's my guy. It's over with because we saw Dylan Gabriel. That was who your guy was. He's hit. I never pick him as a head coach because there was a point in time where there was like a fork in the road and you had a choice and you kept on going with Dylan Gabriel. You could at least been like, let's go with the fan favorite and save your job.
Good job. We're going to be saying that shit done. He can play the Brown. Same way the coach, if you coach the Titans, your job is going to be saying.
He went down with the sinking ship, and that's what a lot of my apologies, man. I'm just gonna say it like it is, man. White folk, man, y'all pick who y'all want to pick, and y'all do what y'all do. But when y'all wrong, y'all do your best to double down on when you wrong. You could have did Shedeur week 3. Y'all chose Joe Flacco. I understand that. Do that for 3 weeks and let Shedeur and then actually go into practice. Miles Sanders was telling y'all who was the better quarterback all the way back in week 2, 3, even in the preseason, honestly. So what did you do? And now you're going to say, oh, Shedeur is my guy. It's not Steven. Kevin Stefanski is 100% going to be some kind of coordinator. Or honestly, no, because I don't know anything that he's good about. He's definitely not a good play caller. So he'll be a good position coach. Did he used to be a linebacker?
Stefanski, a 2-time coach of the year candidate. We're not gonna pretend like he just sucks.
2-time coach of the year where?
Yeah, in the NFL. He's been a 2-time coach of the year.
Like in what position?
As head coach. Kevin Stefanski.
No, Kevin Stefanski?
Yes.
You're lying. That's a lie.
Kevin Stefanski is a 2-time coach of the year.
What organizations?
The Browns.
He was coach of the year in 2023 with the Browns.
How? With who?
He won.
That was with that.
Because he got the first round pick.
11-6 with Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb.
That was with the Joe Flacco year where Joe Flacco went crazy and they got to the playoffs.
We didn't. That
was the Deshaun Watson year. This is what Nick Chubb had his almost.
Oh, it was Nick Chubb year.
One was 2020 when he won it when the Browns first went to the playoffs.
Okay, is that valid? Is that valid to y'all right now?
It's the first time they went since 1994. Well, since 2002. So it's been 18 years, and they took him to the playoffs. He done had success for this team. But
that's not valid.
How you gonna say his coach of the year not valid? He took the Browns to the playoffs.
Well, did you
Nobody
vote?
takes the Browns to the playoffs.
Did you vote and say that it was going to be Kevin Stefanski?
That 11-6 year, yeah.
What did the Browns do? Did the Browns do something that like shocked the nation or anything?
They went 11-6.
Oh yeah, okay. But you was like, hey man, you gotta watch out for them Browns. Did you say that during that year?
Yeah, that was a really good team that year.
Did you say that during that year? Say, man, you better watch out for them Browns.
Yes, they were 11-6.
That's a lie.
Yes.
You've never said Kevin Stefanski is that nigga. I swear to God, you never said
Yes,
that.
I did. 2023, he was that nigga.
Okay.
We recorded it, nigga. It's recorded. It's here. We was doing a show. It's here. Yes. We congratulate Kevin Stefanski in 2023. It is recorded. We have been doing this for 5 years. Yes. We did it. I did it in person in 2020 as well. We gave the man credit for taking Deshaun Watson after all that drama and Nick Chubb to the playoffs. I remember talking about Nick Chubb being the MVP candidate because I love running backs because that's what I played.
That's crazy.
Yes, nigga said Stefanski was a coach for taking the sorry Brown to the playoffs. Yes, people gave him credit. We can't just pretend like it didn't happen just because we like the quarterback more than anybody. That's my whole thing. I listen to too, but sometimes
we old miss motherfucker, man.
I even went and found Monray. I said the nigga played great. Monray, I said the nigga played great. There ain't no way they can overrate this. Guess what the niggas did, Monray? They said this nigga Tom Brady. I said, oh my God. They said they still did the shit. They still did it. They still found a way. And then the niggas that hate him still nitpick every play. Oh, the nigga only threw screens the whole time. I'm like, oh my God. Everybody just overreact to this nigga. It's like somehow we're going to find ways to either hate or overlove this nigga. I don't know what's good. Sean Shadoo, you played great. But somehow niggas start saying, oh, this nigga Tom Brady. I said, okay, all right. Can we please?
So are you feeling Shadoo or you're not?
I like Shadoo. I'm just saying somehow everybody just super overreacts to him and everything he does to like the most extreme degree.
Who's overreacting? They gave the nigga a chance and he threw for 4 touchdowns.
I loved it, but niggas start saying he Tom Brady, and I'm like, oh, this is. Can we slow?
Oh down? My God! Nobody said that Tom Brady was Tom Brady when he was doing shit like this. Tom Brady threw for this like he did this shit before. Tom Brady did this shit and we didn't care. We didn't know that nigga.
What?
Look at his first 3 games. We didn't care about Tom Brady. We care about Tom Brady now after all these Super Bowls and all that.
Yes, but people comparing them to Tom Brady. I'm like, listen.
Damn, can you start somewhere?
Nigga, we said
Peyton Manning had an ass team, man.
Let him grow. Just
damn. Did Peyton Manning had an ass team, bro?
Cam Ward has an ass team.
Yeah, and his time is gonna come when he pull that shit up. But right now,
that nigga gotta leave Tennessee. He gotta leave.
He got some time. No, he just got
God awful.
Hey,
that team. I want to test. I do want to test it.
I'm with you on this.
My Joe, name a player on the Titans beside Cam Ward.
I can't.
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard's still running around there.
Tony Pollard was the Cowboys. We're sprinting back.
He was a good ass Cowboys player.
You told me name a player.
And there ain't one shot. I didn't know if nobody would have got one. Because I would have said, what's his name? The receiver that used to be with Atlanta.
AJ Brown. Maybe you would have said.
What Pitts?
Would you have said AJ Brown?
No, he played with Atlanta.
No, I'm saying the Titans.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the Titans. The Titans had AJ Brown.
Tony Pollard. I don't know. Who are these niggas?
Do you remember that the Titans had AJ Brown? Or are you refusing to remember that right now?
Yeah, they did. He got out of there. They got L'Jarius Sneed. I know another.
See how y'all do?
Oh, they play with Calvin Ridley.
See, y'all, Calvin Ridley is supposed to be the guy. Yeah.
He on IR right now, so it's over.
Yeah, so they ain't got. I don't know. That team is god awful.
It's a little gambling problem. Don't worry about that. We come back from that. Don't worry about that.
But let's get into these power rankings.
Let's get into it and let me get out of here. I'm sorry. I know these tensions are high. Let's go.
Let's start with Monray since it's so different.
So
I'm
different.
surprised that
So
mine
different.
is different because mine is literally the exact same one it was last week. I didn't see any reason to change anybody on here. The Packers, they beat the Bears because I already thought the Bears were pretenders for the most part. So I wasn't surprised at that. The Patriots maintained themselves. The Broncos maintained themselves. The Rams, they won again. Like, I didn't really see a reason to change anything on here except maybe the 49ers because I feel like that's the only debatable one if you want to put them or the Seahawks, something like that. Maybe even the Bills. I'm not even mad at none of those teams for putting in there, but they're like the only ones that could really be, around this 5 spot. Other than that, the other 4 are just they're there. I don't really see a reason to change them out. People who need a reminder as to why I got the 49ers here instead of like the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks, look, they showed when they played the Rams that, Sam Darnold still sometimes sees ghosts when they play good teams. The 49ers have beaten the Seahawks, albeit it was in week 1, but the 49ers have also beaten the Rams, who is most people's best team in the league, or at least top 3, stuff like that. The Seahawks ain't beaten none of them winning teams like that. They mostly play garbage teams. I said that about other teams, so I got to be consistent. So I don't have the Seahawks there for that reason. And the Bills, I feel like the Bills, even though Josh Allen has pressure and stuff, their team has a lot of weaknesses, especially when it comes to the run defense and their wide receivers, as the most part, when the run game isn't working. So, I mean, it is what it is. So I don't have them there. I just have the 49ers here to hold up this 5 spot. The Bills might could change that if they beat the Patriots this coming Sunday. The Bills can take this spot back, some of that nature, but otherwise, in my list.
Then we got the Uniqo Williams list.
Man, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta call a spade a spade. I mean, man, I got the Patriots up there. They got a quarterback I can't believe in. But there's that. The Rams, I understand. I'm looking at the 2 lost teams. I'm looking at that. Seahawks, okay, that's a better offense. Packers, a better offense. And the Broncos, I got them up there like just to be respectful of their record. But man, I'm telling you, all it takes is for a couple of pick sixes from me. I can play both sides of the ball, period. So with that being said, man, I can beat this dude, Bo Nix. I don't know why they haven't figured out yet how to beat him, but that's what it is. But the Broncos, I can't disrespect their record. So that's why they're there. But I might even put the Bears up there. Honestly, before the Broncos, I'm just giving them respect this week. But this is a whole new season. With that being said, this is a whole new season. So there's a new because I want y'all to know the Texans are coming up. I'm telling you that now. The Texans are about to come up there. They're going to be in these power rankings in the next 4 weeks. Yeah, 100%. And that is what that's going to be. There's going to be a couple of teams that come up here. The only people that have been in in our top 5 all the time, it's just really been the Rams. And I think my outside looking in kind of team, it was the Patriots too. So the Rams and the Patriots are the only ones that I can be like, okay, based off the first half of the season, y'all belong here. And these 3 other mother people, it is what it is. But they can change. And that's going to happen in these next few weeks, period.
You see how they go.
So we might see Houston.
And
we might see the Jaguars in here too. We might see a couple of people.
I'm not putting the Jaguars in my top. But
no, I'm just throwing it out there. But it'd be there.
But in my top 5, it's the same as Uniqo, except I just switched to Broncos and Seahawks. That's the only difference. It's exactly the same, except for those 2 teams switched.
Why do you like Broncos so much? You really like Bo Nix?
I trust Sean Payton.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Listen, one person I know, Sean Payton can coach. That's one thing I know. Monray know from Louisiana. We in school. We watched one Super Bowl. And he went to what, 2? In New Orleans.
And that makes him the best coach that's left.
Is he the best coach? He's just elite.
So why does he automatically get a bid in here just because he's him?
Because they what 10-2, 9-2.
If the Broncos win with this trash ass offense, then I'll give it to him. Period. I'll say that at the end of the year for real. Matter of fact, if he coaches this team to the Super Bowl, I'll give it to him that he's a great coach.
He should already won a Super Bowl with the Saints. Saints don't win.
No. That Saints team was ass.
I mean, just to put this in perspective, the Broncos' last Super Bowl win was with a really great offense. I mean, really great defense and no offense because Peyton Manning was washed at that point, and they still won. So, offense is not necessarily needed as badly as a terrific defense. There's more than one way to win a playoff game.
All Bo Nix had to all over.
And Bo Nix ain't washed at least. Peyton Manning was washed that year, and they still won the Super Bowl of Cam Newton. So.
Yeah, I don't see nobody that's super scared to me. But I like most of these teams. Jordan Love step up. Packers can go up. Drake May been playing amazing. They well coached. The Rams, Matthew Stafford on MVP caliber season. The Seahawks, it's like Monray said, between them, 49ers, and Bills. But I don't trust the Bills right now. Their defense is awful. The offensive line ain't really that good. Ken Coleman, if he can stay out of trouble, we'll see what happens. But it's basically the same, just switch to team. I love this list. But that's the show for everybody. Monray, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, it's your boy Monray Hudson everywhere. It says Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists. And, of course, make it make sense. Saturdays as we do these countdowns. Although this Saturday, I don't know, it's a lot going on this week. The countdown, we're going to see what it's about because you got game awards, wrestling, counting down John Cena's last match. It's a lot we might talk about on Saturday. Come see what we got to say.
Yeah, actually, I want to ask you about that. So,
hey,
y'all, it's me, Uniqo Williams. No, I want to ask Monray something about this. So, what are we doing about the streamer awards? Or are we going together with this? Or because I hated this. This was like the most lame ass nigga event ever.
I care less about the stream awards. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel like we should talk about it though, because like them niggas is lame, bro.
I have a YouTube video on it already.
I'm Uniqo Williams. Go ahead, Zelmae.
And of course, I'm Zelmae. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And you can find me all week, every day on the Keep It 99 channel. If you're not there right now, go
Zell Diddy.
I don't know who that is. I don't
Zell Diddy.
That nigga is ugly and I'm cute. But we got a lot coming up. We got shows every day this month. So far, we got 9 down. This will be the night for this month. Tomorrow, I might go live and do a show. I ain't decided yet. Thursday, Casual Conversation will be on the Keep It 99 channel, as well on the Casual Conversation channel. Only for this month, the sports channel and the Casual Conversation will be on the channel. Start of the year, Casual Conversation will go to the overall 99 Media Network, Spotify, and then later next year, Patreon channel. We're going to start a Patreon for it later next year sometime. I don't know when the day is. We're going to try to grow our viewers and do that. A lot of shorts, a lot of different things going to happen this year. I'm excited. 2026 is going to be a movie. I got a lot of things to share with y'all early in the year. January, I know something big. Hopefully by March, my book and something else will be shown. So a lot of big things, life-changing things can happen for your boy. So you're going to see more streams, more everything. We're going to have a good time, have fun. I appreciate y'all for watching. We out.
Peace.
What's the score? What's the game? Who's the player? What's the name? Zelmae spins tails like fireflies in the dark. Monray's verdicts leave a mark.
Closest you're gonna get to perfect, but not quite, not tonight.
Keep it 99. Oh, so close to the light, but you'll never hit the shine. Keep it 99, it's the closest you're gonna get to 100, yeah.
Uniqo's flow cuts like a knife, twisting rhythms full of life. The storyteller whispers truth in the night. Fraud judge rules with a crooked side.
Says you're gonna get so flawless, but it's wrong, it's lawless. Keep it now.